You can generate more than 50 cinematic AI videos on a single account.
Yeah, and over 400 images, plus they all come with full sound.
Completely for free. This is not a scam. It is not a paid tier. It is actually a hidden backdoor into ByteDance's real Seedance models. Welcome to the deep dive. We are exploring a really fascinating guide today.
We really are.
We are mastering Seedance AI for free. We are going to access it through the BytePlus platform. We will figure out how to navigate this maze-like corporate interface. We need to find the free playground hidden inside. Then we will detail the exact settings to keep your credits safe.
Very important.
And finally, we will walk through a professional image-first workflow that locks in stunning, consistent shots. Okay, let's unpack this.
It is a massive opportunity if you know where to look. I mean, we tested this backdoor ourselves. We generated all of that media before hitting a real limit. It is an incredible resource.
Before we actually generate anything, we need some context. We have to understand exactly what we are using here, and of course, where to find it, because the front door is totally locked. But the side door is wide open.
Right, and that side door is surprisingly accessible. So let us start with what Seedance actually is. It is a highly advanced video AI generator. It is built by ByteDance, the parent company of TikTok.
That is a massive computational powerhouse. They handle billions of video calculations daily.
Exactly. They are giants in the video space. Seedance handles text-to-video generation. It does image-to-video. It even handles start and end frame interpolation.
Now, we really need to clarify the versions here.
Yeah.
Seedance 2.0 is their premium paid version. That is the flagship model. We are not focusing on that today. We want the completely free access.
Yeah, we are targeting the earlier models. We are looking at Seedance 1.5 Pro. We also use 1.0 Pro Fast, 1.0 Pro, and 1.0 Lite.
Those models still provide incredible quality. They are perfect for YouTube B-roll scenes. They work beautifully for vertical shorts. They are excellent for general cinematic testing.
But there is a major catch. You cannot just go to a consumer website. To get them for free, you must use BytePlus.
Let us explain what BytePlus actually is. It is ByteDance's enterprise platform. It is designed strictly for B2B clients.
That is where the confusion really starts. People visit the site and they panic.
It is like walking into a highly secure corporate lobby. Everyone is wearing suits. Everything seems to cost $1 million. The website looks incredibly official.
It is covered in enterprise jargon. They are selling massive cloud infrastructure.
But if you just ignore the tellers, you walk past the velvet ropes, you push open the janitor's door, there is a fully unlocked arcade hidden in the basement. All the machines are set to free play.
That is the perfect analogy. You just have to navigate the maze. You ignore the paid-looking tools at the top. You scroll right past the product sections.
You are looking for a very specific menu. You find the model section. You expand the catalog to see the options.
Then you click on Seedance 1.5 Pro. You hit Start Now. Finally, you click Go to Playground.
It is surprisingly simple once you find it. You can just log in with a Google account. You do not need corporate credentials.
You are instantly in the testing environment.
But this raises a major question. If this is an enterprise tool, why isn't it just one small, unified, free trial that runs out immediately?
Because it is a playground environment for developers. They want enterprise engineers to test their API endpoints. The secret is how they structure the credit pools. Each separate model has its own dedicated free usage pool.
So you just hop to another model when one runs completely dry.
Exactly. You just keep on working, you burn through your 1.5 Pro credits, then you switch over to 1.0 Pro Fast. The testing just continues uninterrupted.
It is a brilliant little loophole. They compartmentalize the testing tokens, but we have to be careful. Before we can generate a masterpiece, we must survive the playground.
Yeah, you have free credits now. But the default settings are incredibly dangerous. They are designed to drain those credits instantly.
This brings us to the settings trap. It catches almost everyone on their very first try. You log in and want to type a prompt, but you need to pause and check the right panel.
The absolute most critical setting is called videos per prompt. By default, it might be set to 4. You must change this to 1 immediately.
Let us break down why that happens. Enterprise developers want to see variation. They want the API to return 4 distinct results. But computationally, that is a massive burden.
Right, and it wastes your personal credits. Leaving it at 4 uses 4 times the resources. You are burning 4 tokens on a single untested prompt.
I still wrestle with burning through my credits just tweaking simple text prompts. You get eager. You want to see options, but it costs too much.
We all do it. You have to protect your usage pool. Change that setting to 1. Then look at your resolution. You should set the resolution to 720p
Why not go straight to 1080p or 4K?
because the compute curve is nonlinear. Higher resolutions burn exponentially more credits. 720p is perfectly fine for early testing. You also need to adjust the duration. Set your clip length to 5 seconds.
Short clips are much easier to control. The AI has less time to hallucinate weird movements.
Exactly. You want tight, controlled bursts of video. You also need to select your aspect ratio. This depends entirely on your final platform.
Horizontal is best for YouTube videos. Use 9.16 for TikTok or Shorts. Match it to your destination.
There is one more crucial setting. You should always use draft mode before the final render.
What is draft mode exactly? A fast, low-quality preview to test your idea before rendering.
Basically, yes, it is a massive shortcut.
When looking at a rough draft mode clip, what exactly should you be judging if the quality is low?
You only look at the big picture elements. Do not worry about blurry faces. Focus on the mechanics. Is the camera panning the way you asked? Is the subject moving in the right direction? Does the ending actually make sense?
Draft mode checks the basic framing and motion, not the final visual polish.
Exactly. Once that framing is right, you turn draft mode off. Then you spend the actual credits to render the real high-quality version.
Okay, so we have stopped the bleeding on our credits. We know how to do a rough sketch in draft mode. Let's look at what actually comes out of this generator.
This is where things get really fun.
Because an AI video is useless if it looks and sounds like a silent film from the 1920s. Which brings up the weirdest thing about Seedance. It starts with a feature most free tools entirely lack.
The biggest surprise is the audio. Seedance generates videos with sound by default.
This is actually a massive technical achievement. Most AI models only generate silent visual matrices. Tying audio generation directly to the visual latents is huge.
It really is. The AI analyzes the scene. It hallucinates appropriate sound effects instantly.
This makes clips instantly usable for your content. You do not need a second audio editing app. It removes a tremendous amount of friction. It changes the entire workflow.
Instead of stacking Lego blocks of data across 3 different apps, you get a cohesive clip right out of the gate. You get wind noise, you get footsteps.
You still maintain control. You can toggle the sound off if you want. If you are already planning to do a heavy edit anyway, should you still leave the sound on?
I would suggest turning it off. It saves a little bit of processing power. If you already have custom sound effects and a voiceover planned, you do not need their audio.
You can easily mute it if you have your own audio planned out.
Yeah, keep your timeline clean. But BytePlus isn't just about video generation. The playground has an entire suite of extra tools.
It has a dedicated image generator.
A pro tip here. Set the image generator to create 4 images at once. Images use vastly fewer credits than video. You can afford the variation here.
It also has a multi-image feature. This is where it gets highly technical and very cool. You can combine different image inputs.
You upload a character image, then you add a style image. Finally, you upload a scene image.
The model cross-attends to all 3 sets of weights. It blends them together. This creates very high visual consistency across different generations.
It is brilliant for cohesive world building. You keep your hero character looking exactly the same, but you can drop them into a cyberpunk city or a fantasy forest.
It also features a storybook generator. This builds interactive, flippable pages directly from your text prompts.
And there is a comic generator. It lays out perfect multi-panel sequences.
It is an entire production studio hidden in a B2B dashboard. Let's take a quick pause here. Sponsor. We know how to navigate the backdoor safely. We know how to protect our credits. We know that clips come with embedded sound. But how do we get truly cinematic results?
This is the real secret. You have to abandon text-to-video entirely.
Text-to-video is really only for quick, loose tests. It is basically a sketchpad. The real power here is the image-to-video workflow.
Relying on text alone is a gamble. The AI has to invent every single pixel from scratch. It has to guess the lighting. It has to guess the camera lens.
Is too much creative freedom for the machine. We need to constrain it. Let us walk through the professional workflow step by step.
Step 1 happens outside the video generator. You generate an image first in the BytePlus image tool.
You use a highly detailed text prompt. For example, you write a cinematic close-up of a young woman standing beside a window at night, soft, warm light.
You generate a few options. You find the absolute perfect shot. Then you download that best image.
Now you move over to Seedance. You upload that specific image. You set it as the start frame in the video generator.
This changes everything.
You add a simple motion prompt. You say, the camera slowly pushes in. The woman turns her head. Her hair moves gently.
It works beautifully because of how diffusion models operate. The image locks in the character's exact face. It locks in the moody lighting and the composition.
The AI only has to worry about the movement. It calculates the delta between frames. It is not guessing the look from a blank slate.
Right, and you can take this even further. You can use start and end frame control.
This is where it gets mind-bending. Uploading 2 images gives the model the exact beginning and the exact destination.
You give it frame A, you give it frame Z. The model calculates the entire latent trajectory between them.
2 sec silence. Whoa. Imagine mapping out an entire film just by locking in the very first and last frames of every single shot.
It gives you incredible directorial control. You dictate the visual journey completely. The AI just fills in the motion gaps.
Does this completely solve the problem of AI hallucinating weird background details?
It's not absolutely perfect. AI still has a mind of its own sometimes. But having a locked image drastically reduces those wild hallucinations.
Because the model isn't inventing the room from scratch, it is just animating the specific pixels you already provided.
Exactly. It anchors the model in your specific reality. The walls stay where they're supposed to be.
An image forces the AI to strictly maintain your exact lighting and characters.
Yeah, it completely stabilizes the output.
Let us bring all of this together. We need to summarize the core takeaways from this guide. You aren't getting the premium Seedance 2.0 for free.
But you are getting a massive, powerful testing ground. You get access to pro models that most people pay for.
You just have to navigate the BytePlus B2B maze. You ignore the sales pitches, you find the developer playground.
The moment you get in, change your settings. Immediately switch videos per prompt from 4 down to 1. Save those credits.
Use draft mode for your rough sketches. And always, always generate your base image first. Lock in your visual style before asking the AI to animate it.
And remember the loophole. When one model like 1.5 Pro finally runs out of credits, do not panic.
You seamlessly jump to 1.0 Pro Fast or 1.0 Lite. You keep on creating. You only pay for Seedance 2.0 when you need a final, flawless hero shot for a paying client.
It is the ultimate free sandbox for creators.
We used to think the hardest part of video creation was the gear. We stressed over getting the perfect camera lens and the right studio lighting. Oh, beat. Now that AI can hand you a fully lit cinematic shot with sound for free, the only bottleneck left is your own imagination. What kind of story are you going to tell when the technical barriers are completely gone? Take care of yourself and keep exploring.